The immortal Hulk Hogan, brother. Where the hell is my phone? Ice cream man. Ice cream man. Fix my top before I start talking. But Rangers hangs everybody. It's first. I can't even remember the last time I was live. I can't even remember the last time I was. Oh, what's going on there? Anyway, everybody join, everybody party. How we doing? How is everybody doing? Talk about what's going on at Rangers at the minute because too many people are out the door. Too many people are out the door without too many people coming in the door. Has to be said. So we're going to look into it. We're going to talk about all things Rangers. I mean, there's not really. I mean, the question is anybody going to come in? Is anybody going to come in anytime soon? As we are live here. So we're live. Everybody, get your questions in. Get your questions in, and I'll answer your questions. Let's see here. So, obviously, we're in the middle of an international break. John Suter, as I talked about yesterday, he didn't train on Tuesday, but hopefully he's all right. Kenny McLean. Let's see here. California. Right. So, obviously, Craig Robertson out the door. Who will be next in the door? I think we just want a wee bit of, good evening, DL2 modder. How you doing, son? Because the way I spin that hat to get the logo in the middle. See, your mind tricks you when you're on camera. You think that's it's fucking freezing today. I tell everyone. I'm doing good. Doing good. Doing good. Just hate international breaks. I hate international breaks. I used not to mind them. See, not see. No, man. Nah. I can't be arsed with it. I mean, how great would it be if we were playing in the Europa League tonight? Maybe better if it was the Champions League. But you get my point, everybody. I'm doing good, everybody. Blue Mac, I'm doing good. It's absolutely free to ice. I'm walking the dog soon, so I'm prepared. I'll need to stick a heavier jacket on than my t-shirt, but I'm ready for that. Right, so let's see. We'll talk about Ali McCoy's could be joining the jungle. I've already made a fizz about Anfield football, but I think that's a pretty interesting topic. But yes, it is freezing today. We've got 12 viewers. Everybody smash that like button. I mean, I can't even remember the last time I went live, to be honest, because when was the last time I went live? The last time I went live was a week ago. It was over on Fog Football. I think it was over on Fog Football. But in terms of my channel, I'd like to say, I tell you what, why have I chosen 6 o'clock to go live? I've completely forgotten about Super Scoreboard. Bastard. This took a lot of. I'm not really interested in it. Yeah. I know obviously a lot of people don't care about Scotland and international breaks, right? And all that good stuff, but the run Scotland are in at the minute. I mean, it's Croatia and Portugal. There's a lot of injuries. It's going to be bad either way. International breaks are weird for me. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. I get that. Here, I mean, I'll be honest, right? It was like not clinical depression. That's a bit extreme, but I was not. I felt the exact same about the last one. But then when you watch the game, right, against Poland, and like we could have won it, I got a bit excited. And then against Portugal, we went 1-0 up. It was like, holy fuck, we're going to beat Portugal here, and then it quickly derailed. So obviously not ideal, ineligible. That's brilliant. That's a seeing you as a copyrighted song, man, and you get shafted. That's not good. But anyway, yes, next week there will be a 7 mile walk to celebrate 7K. Well, I say 7K subs. I hit them ages ago, but this is when we're bringing it. This is when we're bringing it. I'll be bringing it next week at some point. I don't know. I'll try and split it up. I like doing different stuff during the international breaks because there's not really a lot to talk about. I haven't even played FIFA much. I mean, the last episode I uploaded was probably about a week ago. FIFA just doesn't interest me anymore. I know there's a lot of people that do like me playing FIFA, right? And I admire that, and I will bring it back. But it's getting the time, man, to do it when you're doing this full time in other areas and doing work. Doing that graft, everybody. it's a struggle. Absolutely, it's a struggle. But FIFA, I mean, I think it's the deadest it's ever been. I think anybody in this chat that's played FIFA this year, it just seems quite low. It seems quite low. But right, so let me see here. Russell Martin could be getting sacked. I wouldn't really care about that, do we? Where's the Rangers news? Where's the Rangers news, man? Like, we not the question. Not the question. I don't get. Well, not the question, but I just don't get. It's like, who's actually bringing the people into the club right now? Is it Gilligan? I mean, we've literally, in terms of like a hierarchy at this club, the structure it's out the window. There's just nothing there. Um, Robertson isn't injured. Rafael is. He's been pitched lately for Sparg. Yeah, I think Andy. Oh, I think Andy Robertson is injured. I believe. Is he? I don't think he trained on Tuesday, but neither did John Suter. How's the Hearts, aka the Watery Farts? Hearts are pish, aren't they? No, Son of Scotland 90, my co-host on Fog Football, he's not happy about Hearts. But here, they lost to Aberdeen. They beat Dynamo Minsk, which is obviously good for Scottish football. But in terms of the league, man, I welcome Aberdeen beating Hearts because, as I said in the previous video, Aberdeen being good and being able to take points off Celtic is better for us at the end of the day. In hindsight, Stevie, we are getting rid of Fuds in the club, but how long will it take to replace them? That's it. But who is replacing them? You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like we've lost too many high-ranking board members. It's just, like, you always hear talk, right, about, oh, you need to rip up the board, and it's easier to replace players and managers than it is the board. But we've lost a lot of board members in, like, the past 6 months. So, was that background noise? I was watching Daryl Dixon, right? Some guy screaming, right? He's getting tortured. That's not. I mean, I was watching episode 2 of season 2. It sucks, by the way. I was catching up there, and that's it. That's the episode done. Wasn't really paying attention to it because guess what, guys? It's SHITE shite. Celtic and Aberdeen will be a good game to watch, but I think Celtic will beat them with a lucky goal. I don't know. Hope I'm wrong. Yeah, I mean, I heard Chris Boyd talking about the game, right? Turn around saying that he wants Aberdeen's winning run to come to an end. No, I mean, if you're a Rangers fan, you don't want Aberdeen to beat Celtic next Saturday. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if someone tried to spin a draw and maybe half accept the draw because it's both of them dropping points, but the reality is everyone's expecting Rangers to catch Aberdeen, so you may as well have Aberdeen take the 3 points off Celtic. But here, we're 7 games in, 31 to go. You know, it's premature to suggest that Aberdeen are going to win a league title, even though I've joked about it recently. But here, if they beat Celtic at Parkhead, I think that you've got to say, well, you know what, fair enough, Aberdeen. And I've more faith in Aberdeen beating them than I did of us beating them at the 2nd of September. So, as much as that pains me to say, that is the reality that we've dealt with this season. But let's build some momentum. Philip Clement, he's got no style of play, but so exciting. Isn't it, everybody? Come on, man. I don't even know. Like, what is the style of play, man? Hope that Aberdeen beat them, but Celtic have got the better players. Absolutely. Hopefully Greg Taylor and the likes of Carter Vickers are still out for that game. I think that would be massive. I wonder what. I mean, if Aberdeen won, I wonder what's going to happen. Are people going to sit up and take notice and be worried, or is it just going to be another day at the office? Aberdeen get lucky. I mean, I've seen links with Jimmy Thielen. I've seen links with Jimmy Thielen to Wolves today. So I would derail Aberdeen. But why would you leave Aberdeen to go to Wolves? Apart from money, right? And I get it, it's the Premier League, right? He's actually got, I mean, it's a really slim outside chance, but he's got a chance to win a league. Why the fuck would you go to Wolves? You know what I mean? I guess you could argue if it goes tits up this season for him, he might never get like a job like a Premier League club again. So why wouldn't he accept it? I mean, I get both reasons. Sky not covering the game is insane. I mean, who the fuck wants to watch Rangers play St Mirren? Yeah, not even we want to watch Rangers versus St Mirren. Haha, all seriousness. No, I do get that logic, man, because but Celtic apparently turned it down. We shouldn't be in a position as a league where specific clubs can just turn down deals and all that stuff. Rate your Celtic hate out of 10. I mean, 0 would obviously be like non-existent, which I don't think you can be. And 10 would be like, I'd say it's a 10. You know, obviously there's going to be people that hate them more than me, and there's going to be people that hate them less than me, but I'd say a 10. Obviously there's going to be people that, you know, fucking, they wake up in the morning, their first thought is, I hate Celtic. You know what I mean? It might not be my first thought when I wake up in the morning, but for the people that think that, they're probably 11 out of 10. Quiet the night, boys. I like it. What's happened now? What's happened now? What's next was the question at the start of this live stream. What is going to happen next, folks? Because you don't know what's going to happen next. And that is the problem. These are saying 15 and 20. I think we're breaking our own scale here, but what was I even going to say there? That's a joke. I did that. I've seen a lot of Aberdeen fans confident in beating Celtic, but honestly, this game has a 5-0 Celtic win written over it, but hopefully not. Honestly, I don't think it will be 5-0 because I think Aberdeen have got to not fall in the trap as what Celtic did at Dortmund, where they thought, we'll turn up and play what we normally do and we'll win, or we'll give Dortmund the game, they get scored at 7-1. If Aberdeen turn up like they have the rest of this season, which is dog it and fighting to the last minute and getting late winners, they've got every chance in the world. You know, Aberdeen, even in their worst season, should be capable of going to Parkhead and getting a result. So, you know, in their best season so far, in donkeys, there's no reason why they can't go and get the job done. Even if Aberdeen, right, put in a really good performance and get beat 2-1, but like should have got a draw, should have won, they would take confidence for that. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Will Clement make it to 2025? No. Well, if he does make it to 2025, it'll be January 3rd that he's sacked. Put it that way. FC, mate, just sussed out when you do player tactics, there's top and bottom. You can make them more attacking. I'll need to look into that when I play it next. I mean, I haven't played it in about 10 days. I just hate playing FIFA, man. I talked about it a bit earlier, but FIFA doesn't really interest me. I'd hate to see Celtic win in the league again. It sickens me to yep, I agree. Yeah, and that's why, you know, it's a simple question. I mean, it's a simple answer. You know, I'd much rather Aberdeen win the league. I know there's a bit of rivalry with Aberdeen, but it's more from the sheep side than our side. But come on, man. Come on. See if we can't win the league and it's a choice between Celtic and Aberdeen. If you don't pick Aberdeen, I don't think you're a Rangers fan. I get it. You know, Boyd's saving face. He wants to turn around and say, I don't want Aberdeen's winning run to continue. For me, I want Aberdeen's winning run to continue as long as we're not there. See, as soon as we're there and we are like, then that's when Aberdeen's arse can fold. But see, until we're up there, Aberdeen can keep winning games of football. Because if they keep winning games of football, that means they're top of the league. And Celtic fans are the same. You know, they'll want if it was Aberdeen against Rangers, they would want Aberdeen to win the league. There's nothing wrong with admitting it. If Rangers lose at Rugby Park, we'll come out and get the sack. I mean, I'd sack him. I mean, I'd sacked them about 6 weeks ago, but will they sack him? Probably not. But then, I mean, look at the next 3 games, right? In the league. I'm not going to talk about Europe too much here. But yeah, in the league, right? Away to Rugby Park, home to St Mirren, and then away to Aberdeen. There's a world where we pick up like 3-4 points out of 9. And if you're picking up 3-4 points out of 9 there, God knows how many points you're going to be behind Aberdeen or behind Celtic. You know what I mean? I don't even want to think about it. You know, best case scenario for me, Aberdeen beat Celtic. We win all those 3 games, and that puts us, you know, minimum 2 points behind both of them. let's see, it's the fact that it's a Parkhead. If it was a Pittodrie, I could see. Yeah, no, that's true. Bit unfortunate that for us. Aberdeen have been great so far this season. I'm quite surprised. I'm surprised too. I mean, I welcome new teams taking the fight. I do. You know what I mean? Because the way the leagues went recently, man, we're not up there enough. And if the league was more competitive, right? If the league was more competitive in like last 13, 14, 13 years, right? Instead of Celtic winning 12, and maybe you could have had like Celtic only winning like 8 and Aberdeen winning 2, Hearts winning 1 and like Hibs winning 1. I tell you what, I'd much rather that. I'd much rather that than them winning 12. We are too predictable now. Murder to watch as we know exactly how we set up and play. Nothing surprising. All of our teams in the league can see exactly how we play. Pish. Yeah, you're right. And the only reason you're right though, we are predictable. And the reason why you win is because the quality more often than not does shine through. The whole country want Aberdeen to win the title. I mean, who wants to watch the Old Firm dominate when you could watch an underdog do what Leicester did? Well, that's it. You know, that is it. I like Gerrard. Still miss him. I miss Gerrard too. I miss Stevie G too, but he's not coming back, everybody. Stevie G is no coming back. But, I mean, if Leicester done it, why can't Aberdeen do it? Jimmy Thielen, we always said it would probably take a foreign manager coming in and offering some form of difference than what we've seen previously, and that looks like what's going to happen at the end of the day. So, yeah, everybody hit that like button. Is there any other news that we can talk about here? For I need to go on my. When was the last time I did a live stream? Just to double check. 1st of October. I did a morning stream. Didn't go down too well that morning stream. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know what the odds will be for that match. Nadal is retiring in November. Tennis legend Nadal. End of an era for all these guys. Knock knock, Stevie, it's your pals at the door. Knock knock. Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? What's going on here? Battle of Vienna. Brilliant. Let the hell see. Oh no. Who is here? Enlighten me. This international break's dead. Oh, the Rangers are shite, Brian. But internationals, man. Like I said this previously, why not just combine? Like, why not just have like 3 weeks of internationals for one international break? You know what I mean? See these Nations League and fucking friendly. Scrap the lot of them. They don't need fucking played, man. It's soul destroying. It is. No one gives a shit. It is. I mean, maybe I'd be a wee bit more positive if we weren't so shite, but we are. I've just lost so much interest, man. When you get up for things, and then Steve Clarke just saps the life out of you. You know what I mean? Soul destroying. Well, there's else really to say about it. That Leicester side was very special. It's a shame they've fallen off so much. I mean, I was going to say it's a life. I mean, I guess 10 years is a lifetime. What was it, 15-16 season? Or was it the 14-15? Was it the 14-15 season? No, it was 15-16. See that Leicester season, man. That feels like it doesn't feel like yesterday, but it feels like 2 or 3 years ago. Stevie, can you please take back Fog Channel for that mutant you call a brother? He's one rocket, that kid. And what way is it? What way is he a rocket? I need to know. He's been getting a lot of hate recently, and I'm not too sure why. And give me reasons why, and I'll look into it. I'll take it up with HR, and we'll discuss things. It's because he's been very anti-Celtic recently, and certain people don't like that. Is that why, Craig? Is that why? Is that why? Is that why? What did he say to piss you off? I need to know, before I can give him his P45 and send him at the door. I do like the comments that say he takes. I do like the comments that say he takes like he's more bitter towards Celtic than me, which I think is pretty funny. He's not. He hates Rangers as well. Make no mistake about it. He does help. I mean, I think everyone can know he hates Celtic more than Rangers. But see, the reason why he doesn't like Celtic more than Rangers is because Celtic are dominating. You know what I mean? I'm convinced if we were dominating, it would flip for him, right? That's Hermano to Hermano. His knowledge on football is off, and he's one bias full. Who's he biased towards, though? Does that need an answer? His knowledge on football's off. Yeah, it's not quite my knowledge. You know what I mean? He can whip out a couple of Lithuanians that played for Hearts in the 06-07 season, but fuck, I mean, is that the end all be all? Everybody is that what we're hanging our hats on these days? I swear he hates all of Scottish football. Fuck, wait till I tell him this. He won't be a happy man. Well, what makes you think he hates Scottish football? He loves Scottish football. No one can question my. I mean, I've been to a Montrose Motherwell game. Why does Son of Scotland hate Adair so much is what I'm curious about. Yeah, I don't like him either, but he's basically implying Dest is superior than when he really isn't. I don't really rate Adair either, but I think he does go over the top. Someone's inviting me to play Rocket League. I'm not playing Rocket League. I'm doing a live stream. But yeah, he doesn't hate Scottish football. I can hear that from me. He doesn't hate it. He doesn't hate it. He loves it. Wouldn't have a channel like Fog Football if you hated it. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that for free. But as for Adair, I mean, I think Dessers' all-round game is better than Adair's, but his finishing is wank. You know what I mean? That's what it is. But right, any closing thoughts on him before I need to leave, everybody? I need to leave. It's getting dark outside. Somebody turn a fucking light on in here. I am Lecky King. Make sure you let your bro know this is no laughing matter. What is it though? What is the true reason? They're both still the fat kid in schools getting last picked. Brilliant. I was never that. Never first picked, like, but to get picked last, you had to be a special kind of shite or fat, brother. But why? What's he turned? Is it what was it he said? What was it he said that triggered people? Was it the whole Ross County goal? And he said, "Oh, they got lucky." I think Celtic did get lucky, but you know what? You need a bit of luck in football. I mean, you can't win 6-0 every week at the end of the day. But I mean, I tell you what, I see that free kick they did give Celtic against Ross County. I've seen nothing in that, man. I don't even know what he's gave it for. Maybe I need to rewatch it, but Don Coy was greeting. I was checking. I wasn't watching the game. I was checking flash score. It was 1-0 in the 75th minute. I was like, oh! I looked about 10 minutes later and it was 2-1. I was on the floor greeting. Wasn't really on the floor greeting, but here, people can believe that if they want. And then not long after at Aberdeen. But yeah, man, it's just watching Rangers at the minute. It's so depressing. Seeing I watch the games, it's fucking dire. It really is. There's not much to cheer about. What's he saying? What do you think? What you think? Hold on. Penguin. Anyone watch the Penguin? Who's watched the Penguin? I'm going to send him a picture of this fucking live chat, by the way, and there's going to be hell to pay. I'll get his live reaction right here. No, yet doesn't look good. Penguin's very good. Penguin is very good. See, for someone that doesn't like all that Batman and DC pish, I am very much enjoying the Penguin. Utter mince. He's going to be reading that. He's going to bury everybody. What's good about it? there's like an actual story. You know what I mean? I think too many. I think there's too many TV shows these days that don't focus. Like the story's just fucking bland. Like it feels fresh. Like I don't know if anyone here's watched The Sopranos. Maybe you have, but they're both on HBO. It's kind of been labelled a Sopranos ripoff, but I think the Sopranos story felt too disjointed. I've watched it twice, right? Well, I'm currently watching it twice. I'm in season 6, right? I feel like when you watch The Sopranos, it's very disjointed, the story. I prefer a TV show that's like, it feels episodic. I feel like The Sopranos is like, it feels like spaced out. Still a great show, don't get me wrong. I still love The Sopranos and some funny ass shit. But see, with The Penguin, I'd say it's probably, I mean, I've only watched 3 episodes because it only has 3 episodes out, but I'd say it's probably the best TV show that I've watched in a couple of years, at least. It's probably the best thing in the 2020s, which doesn't really fucking mean much, man. It's better than House of the Dragon. It's better than any Power Book. I did like Power Book 4 with Tommy Flanagan in it, who's a Celtic fan, by the way. Of course, played Chibs in Sons of Anarchy. Now, that's a television show that's great, everybody. Um, but yeah, we're talking too much about television shows. I just want to comment on a Celtic Ross County BS, so blame me. I'll blame you, Craig. But even though they played terrible, I'll tell you what he said to me right now in response to all that. Wah wah wah. That's what he said. Wah wah wah. He thinks they're all gunning crybabies. I recently watched Batman 1989, Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson. Very goofy, but overall definitely top two Batman films. I've barely watched a Batman film. But what's the guy? Oh, what's the guy? Colin Farrell. Farrell, is it? Colin Farrell. I think that's the guy that plays the current Batman. Oh, not Batman. Fucking Penguin. But I liked it. For first 3 episodes have been very good. I believe we've got an entertainment channel. I think we gave the first 2 episodes a 7 and an 8. He reviewed episode 3 without me, so I can't. But I would probably give episode 3 an 8 as well, which is what 23 out of 30, which doesn't sound too good, but that's like an average rating of what, like a 7.6 out of 10. That's a pretty good, for television. I mean, that's a good rating, very good rating. He's hiding behind the pre-recorded fids. Is he hiding? Ask him about the 2 goal clearances from the Ross County in the first half, or did he miss the first half? You make your own luck sometimes. See, I didn't watch the it just went very fucking dark in here, man. What the fuck's going on? I didn't watch that Batman. Only reason we watched it is because not much else going on. I've actually enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't watch the Ross County Celtic game either, but yeah, you do make your own luck sometimes at the end of the day, right? And you can't win every game 6-0. But, Ross County, will they feel hard done by? I think Kuhn's goal was pretty unfortunate. I didn't see much in it, but I mean, factor in all the chances that Celtic had and things like that, probably did deserve to edge it on the day. But at the end of the day, Ross County having, as we touched on, it's like St Johnstone and Ross County. Like, yeah, just because St Johnstone had less shots than Rangers in the 2-0 doesn't mean Rangers were better than St Johnstone. You got to hold teams to different standards, you know what I mean? Like, if Rangers or Celtic go to the Burnaby and lose 2-1, doesn't automatically mean that Real Madrid was better than them, because there's different statures of teams at the end of the day. And that is where we're going to leave this live stream. We're going to leave it in a minute and a half, which means I've gave you half an hour here because I need to walk the dog. Son of Scotland 90s, bricking it. Blue Mac. He's bricking it. But yeah, I'm bricking this international break because it's just not that entertaining. To be honest, my left arm is absolutely freaking aching. Not good. Not good at all. Anyway, right, got 50 seconds to go. But over on Fog Football, what fids are on it tonight? Don't see Joker 2 if you haven't seen it. I'm well aware what happens. He gets pumped, he gets killed, and it's a musical. Couldn't think of anything. Left arm. Don't know what's up with it. Humped. But yeah, Joker 2, man. Talk about the masculine men shafting them. Absolutely. I thought the first Joker was very good with what do you call him? The actor, Joaquin Phoenix. But he didn't like it. You could see in his reaction to it, he was very pissed off. Anyway, that's half an hour of the day. We'll be back soon. Maybe later. Maybe a cheeky wee live stream on Fog Football later. No promises. Anyway, till next time, leave your thoughts down below. Peace.